A few weeks ago, Colt was invited to do a wildlife collab in Dauin, so he and I left the girls in BGC and flew to the island of Negros to meet our hosts for 2 days of scuba training and adventure. You can see the full underwater experience on Colt's YouTube channel, Colt in the Wild, but in this episode, you're getting a behind-the-scenes look at everything that went into it. It is 7:19 a.m. We are at the Manila airport waiting to catch our flight down to Dumaguete. It's gonna be our very first time hitting Negros. Unfortunately, the women won't be able to experience it with us. I guess it's a trip of first because not only is it our first time in Negros, it's our first time traveling without them together. We have some really cool episodes planned for Colt down here.
And if you want to see my underwater adventure and my land adventure, then make sure to go and check out my channel, Colt in the Wild.
We've got about 40 minutes until our flight boards, and then it should be maybe a little over 1 hour for the flight. Quick and easy, especially compared to the flight we just had last week back and forth to Australia, which was over 8 hours. We always love anything that's gonna be domestic and shorter, quick and easy. Justin's gonna meet us at the airport once we get down there, so we gotta keep him posted, but we will see you in Negros.
This is so cool. See the ocean too. It's perfect. It's like a hole. I like these kinds of airports because it's like once you land, you just get off the plane and literally walk out. Now let's go meet Justin.
Actually, I got a WhatsApp from Justin saying Luis is waiting for us, so I think we're gonna meet Luis out here and then hook up with Justin.
I see the Crittermobile. He WhatsApped us about the Crittermobile and I see it now. It literally says Crittermobile.
Luis! Luis is a dog. How you doing? Justin?
Good to meet you.
Pleasure.
Hello, Colt. Nice to
There you
meet
go,
you.
look at
Hello, sir. Welcome to Dumaguete.
La Costa.
That one. Oh, say hi.
We got some driving to do to get to the resort.
How far is it?
30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We could get some coffee or whatever.
To the Crittermobile.
From Dumaguete.
Ah, thank you, thank you. They gave us a little snack called Sylvanas, and it apparently is a particular sweet treat for right here in Dumaguete. Very good. So this is Sierra Resort, and this is where we're going to be spending the next 2 nights as we explore all of the wildlife and everything else around here. And this is how close it is to the water. So Justin and Judia's dive shop is right behind me, and this is Critter Republic. It's part of the resort right here. This is the home for the dive center. They do a lot of training for scuba diving. They do a lot of diving for experienced divers.
Telling me how to catch giant lizards.
Really can't ask for a better location than this. So you guys go straight in here. This is the shore dive spot. So do a lot of shore diving, literally right outside the resort.
One of my favorite trips if I can get my hands on some cool critters like tokays, which I have no doubt about. Are they a foot long and blue? Oh! You just got me this nice little shirt.
Sierra Resort has multiple pools. So there's the one down by the dive shop where they often do a lot of their diving. In fact, I think that's where we're gonna dive in just a little bit. And then this resort pool, which is multiple levels, infinity edge, hot tub. What a great little place to hang out for a couple of nights. But we are gonna get our swim trunks on because we're gonna jump in that water. I think we're gonna start off in the pool and then hit the actual water.
And they actually gave me a great rash guard here to protect me from getting a rash from like the backpack straps that are gonna be going across my chest on the scuba gear. And I think I'm gonna use my dad's scuba gear for the training. I might use different scuba gear for when we really go scuba diving. But let's go see Justin.
In addition to checking out the collab episode on Colt's channel, make sure you follow these guys. And on YouTube, they are Critter Hunter, and on Instagram and Facebook, it is Critter Republic. We'll put those links in the description and right down here. Let's dive.
Okay, now I'm gonna get a wetsuit. Hopefully it fits, because I hate being cold, so. Okay, thank you. Wait, is this inside out? No, that's the right way. Oh, wow. Do you have the like micro jellyfish that'll sting you everywhere? Yeah. I don't like those suck.
You
feels right. It doesn't feel too tight. It
It
feels
needs to be tight so that it traps the water in between your skin.
I'm so excited.
Try these boots.
Hi.
Gloves, probably.
Yeah, have a seat.
Now I gotta put on the scuba shoes. Oh yeah.
Where's your coat?
Colt has always had interesting, challengingly shaped feet. Like they are as tall as they are wide. So it's always made it really difficult to find shoes that fit on it.
I have round feet. They're like cylinders with stubs. Perfect.
That's it.
What's next?
Justin's gonna show Colt all the basics. Nothing too elaborate. This is not a full certification course that Colt is going through, although that would be a great option, especially if we were going to be here for maybe 1 or 2 additional days. I think it's about a 3-day course the way they do it right here, and we might come back at some other point to do it, but for now, it's just a matter of getting Colt comfortable with some of the equipment and understanding some of the basic rules before we get into the real water.
A full tank is 200 bar. If I go like this underwater, it's asking you how much air you have. You'll reach up and you'll tell me how much air. Look at that, it's over 200 bar. We teach tech diving here, so we do all the same hand signals, and we do it with one hand. So I'll say 1, 5, 0. Snorkelers and swimmers, they wear their mask like this. We call that snorkel dork. Now you're a diver, you have to wear it like this.
Oh.
Then they know you're a diver, you're a real diver.
Do I look like a dork?
No, this is the good way.
This reminds me that one of our earliest episodes on our ABC channel was of Reagan getting scuba certified. That was probably 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago at this point. And when we would travel, and she was traveling with us at the time, she and I would dive every place we went to that had good diving. We'll link to that episode. You should check it out. It's pretty hilarious.
Like right now, if I inhale a lot, I'm more buoyant because my lungs are full like a balloon. If I exhale a lot, I go down.
Well, here it is, Colt's first scuba submersion.
If there's water in your nose, it's okay. We learn how to clear our mask. Breathe in with your regulator, breathe out with your nose, and clear the mask.
Okay.
Now, we're only doing this now because you're really good. You're confident. You're not having any anxiety and stuff. And this is a good way to get you even more comfortable underwater.
Okay, I'm really claustrophobic. This is gonna be really scary, but
It's good to be scared of something and then do it anyway. You get stronger.
How was the first time breathing underwater, by the way?
it was pretty fun. But it just feels so abnormal.
Colt mentioned that it still feels a little bit weird for him to not be able to breathe through his nose because of the way masks work. So Justin said he was going to take his mask off, let him go underwater, breathe underwater with the regulator, but in through the regulator, out through the nose. A little trickier, but should make him more comfortable with the mask.
Nothing to it.
That's not Colt floating on his back, by the way. He's got his mask on the proper way with it behind his head.
I'm gonna do apparently one of the hardest skills. I'm gonna attempt it is where you take off your mask and then put it back on and clear the air from it. And it's
Underwater.
underwater, completely underwater.
Skills like this just get you comfortable where nothing happens that makes you panic, okay? So if you could do this, you could do anything. Do this demonstration, I want you to stop and watch me. I don't want you to do the skill while I'm doing it. I want you to stay where you're at, watch what I do. I'm gonna demonstrate it, and then you're gonna do it, okay? Raise, elevate. Here. Good, man.
Yeah, wow.
That was awesome.
Here's the only problem though. I opened my eyes for a hot second in the chlorine because I didn't get it all the way. If I did that in salt water, I hate getting salt water in my
That's
eyes.
okay, but I mean, this isn't even a full open water course. That's the hardest skill. Judea hates it. Everybody hates. This is the hardest skill. It makes or breaks a lot of students. And you did it. You did it. You did both skills first time. You saw me. I went slow, and then you did it exactly like I did. You asked me if you could close your eyes. I said yes. Man, I'm happy. You're gonna be so easy. Let's get out in the ocean, man.
Wow, I really can't believe that we're about to go all the way into the ocean after maybe 20 minutes of training in this. Justin is just a great instructor. I can't believe I learned all of that so fast. It's crazy. But now we're gonna get in the ocean after Dad suits up.
Justin and Colt are going together, and this is my guy. His name is Magai.
Where are you going?
Going in the water. Deep sea diving. See you underwater.
What, buddy?
It's so cool when you look up and you can like see the light in from the sky on the water, and that's one of my favorite things I've ever done in my entire life.
See a few critters?
I saw quite a bit. Did you see the sea snake?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sick.
that was a snowflake moray.
Oh, so it was an eel.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a sea snake, an eel.
What was your favorite thing? That?
Either that or the baby sea lion. Did you see that one?
Baby sea lion.
Baby
We
sea
saw
lion.
like 5 of those, right?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Well, how about the turtle?
Turtle was sick. Hopefully tomorrow we can see a octopus or a sea frog or something like that.
Frogfish?
Frogfish.
Yeah, who knows?
Imagine if we see a hairy frogfish. That'd be nice.
He did really good as an instructor. His buoyancy and everything, you felt really comfortable. He was able to feel the pressure and equalize, right?
Yeah.
I kept asking you, did you equalize? And you said good.
It went a lot better than I expected, honestly. That was so fun, and I'm so excited to do another one that apparently is gonna be even better tomorrow. But I gotta go and get cleaned up for dinner.
Clean enough for dinner. Justin and Judea said that there's a great Korean place just across the street from where we are, so we're gonna check it out.
First, we gotta go meet up with them in the office. And this is Louie, the absolute most adorable thing on the planet. He's currently trying to eat my hand. He's only like 4 months old, right?
Yeah.
4 months?
Yeah.
Yes. He's a 4-month-old little puppy. Oh, you have to bring the dog everywhere though. It's the key factor. And now we're sitting in the back of the Crittermobile going to a Korean restaurant. Oh, right here. Now he's on the hollow. What a horrible position.
All right, what do we have here, Justin? Is this ube? Ube liquor. Oh, that's tasty. Creamy ube.
It's been a great day, but I've got some tokes to catch, so I'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna go to work.
After a great night's sleep, we're up just in time to catch this beautiful sunrise, and we're gonna go catch some breakfast, I think with the gang, before we head out on the water to one of the coolest places we've ever been in the Philippines.
Now I've had a great night of sleep, so now we can go and have a lot more fun today. I just want hash browns.
Go, bud.
Hash browns?
Browns.
2 hash browns.
Bacon.
Bacon. I would love just waking up every morning and scuba diving, like even on my own, but I would not do it on my own yet. But it'd be so fun just to be able to go scuba diving every day when you wake up and like look under each rock and see what you can find every day. Done with breakfast, and now we need to grab our stuff because our boat is here.
I think we're all set. Can you lock the door, bud? This black sand is really cool looking. I mean, it looks kind of dirty probably on camera, but it's not. It's pristine and it's beautiful. It just stretches forever. Here's our boat for the day. It is the Diana Marie 2. We're about ready to head out, but we are waiting on a couple of additional tanks. While we're waiting, let me just do final introductions. I think most of you know Colt.
Hi, my name's Colt.
Remember Judea from yesterday? Ow, sorry, buddy.
Hello.
Remember Judea from yesterday? Of course, you remember Justin from yesterday. Remember my guy? A new face today. Elvis is going to be doing some filming underwater. This is Elvis. Noel from yesterday also. So all in all, we're going to have, oh wait, Todd from Minnesota.
Hello.
Todd's here diving with us today. He's from Minnesota. He's spending about, what, 6 weeks in the Philippines?
Yeah.
6 weeks. See, that's as long as we're going to be here, I think. So we got 3 dives today, 21 tanks total. And most of that is going to be on Colt's episode when we're underwater, so make sure you check it out there. It's going to be epic. It's about a 40-minute boat ride to Apo Island, and Apo's kind of an interesting place. There are about 1,000 inhabitants and not much in the way of tourism right now. Like, we are not allowed to go on land when we go over there, and I think there are very limited ways in which tourists can actually step foot on the island. And Justin was telling me that they do have a small boat that they'll bring over from the island, the natives, the locals, and bring some people over there. Maybe they have one small hotel, but even electricity is kind of an interesting situation there where maybe it's turned off by 5 o'clock every night or something like that. So very limited in terms of utilities, very limited in terms of tourism. Although we do expect to see some of the locals coming out by small boat to try to sell us souvenirs while we're over there, because that's kind of a thing that they're trying to push within the community. Over here behind me is Mount Talanus, which is the biggest peak here, and in fact you can't even see the top of the mountain right now because it's cloud wrapped, but maybe 2,000 meters or so high, and there is a volcanic crater lake at the top that's extremely deep, and it's also one of the main water sources for this city. It's supposed to be a fantastic place to hike, and if we were going to be in town longer, we would really do that because it's very rainforest, jungly up there. It'd be a perfect place for Colt to catch some additional critters. Well, here we are, and we are on a reef called Kauripanan, and it's going to be the first dive site of the day. And again, if you want to see this, it's going to be on the other channel. But we're going to get ready. We're going to hop in. I'm going to try to get some footage of Colt, and of course, Elvis is going to help out with that. So let's jump in.
Take a step. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, dive 1 is in the books, and I have to say, Apo Island is probably the best diving I've ever done in my life. Not that I've done a ton, but Costa Rica, places like Belize, Cozumel, Mexico. I mean, in the other hemisphere, that's some of the best diving there is, and I don't think any of it compares to what we saw just right here today. Massive sea turtles just sleeping right in front of us. I mean, the wildlife is so incredibly comfortable. And not because of too much contact with humans. I think it's probably the opposite. What did you think, bud?
I think that was the best dive yet, although it was really hard to do it because you can't touch any of the coral, so the only way to move is with your flippers, while on the last one that we went on, you could use your hands to push yourself on the sand. So it was harder, but it was a lot better.
So we're just enjoying some fresh mango, getting a little bit of water, and getting ready for the next dive. So we're leaving this spot behind and heading over to a different area that's really just a couple hundred meters this way, and it's called Chapel. I bet you can't figure out why it got that name. It's because it's right offshore from the chapel. And actually, the old chapel is over here with the green roof, and the new one is over here with the red roof.
So this was actually one of the first marine sanctuaries in the entire Philippines, and it was kind of a success. So it was the example and test for the rest of the country. Now there's sanctuaries all over. Actually, the Shed Aquarium in Chicago came here and modeled the aquarium after Apo Island.
And this island is home to over 400 coral species, which is really cool because there's only 421 coral species in the Philippines. That was by far my favorite scuba diving experience on this trip. It was really so cool how there was like just a wall and it was just straight down in like an abyss where you couldn't see the bottom. Then you look up and you just see this giant wall. It's super cool. But now it's lunchtime.
This is a proper Filipino feast. You got your sisig, you got your crispy pata, we've got grilled pork and chicken, prawns or shrimp, and of course a whole platter full of rice. We've had all of those foods before, but never in a setting quite like this. This is pretty much impossible to beat.
And I just got some lunch. I got some grilled pork, some ceviche, and some rice. The ceviche is so good.
We made pretty quick work of the platters, and I tell you what, this is the way to go if you want to dive. I mean, number one, shore diving like we did yesterday is always really fun because There's just no hoops to jump through. Like you literally just put on your equipment and walk right into the water. That's pretty cool. But if you have to go out on a boat, this is the way to do it instead of one of the little cattle cruisers. I mean, this is a spacious, semi-private, just a nice little crew, a couple of good divers, people you want to hang out with, and the food is incredible, as good as going to any restaurant in town. And I mean, the experience is just outstanding. All this shade, it's like we're in a patio restaurant in between dives. Speaking of, we've got one left. For as well known as Apo Island is as a primo dive spot, I'm pleasantly surprised that it's not crowded here. I mean, at all. We got here at like 8:30, 9 a.m. maybe, and they were saying that it might get crowded around 9:30, but it just hasn't happened. I mean, you've got to be, as far as like dive boats here, maybe 10 to 12 tops right here in this area. It's perfect. Nothing worse than going to a really well-known spot for diving or anything else, really, and having to run into a bunch of other people, just having it be a big crowd. We don't see anybody underwater that's not part of our group. Well, Colt, this is your last scuba dive for we don't even know how long. How do you feel about that?
Not too good, but let's enjoy it while we can. And now I might want to get certified so one day I can go on trips like this on my own. I'd probably want to get certified here if I could.
Hard to believe the day's almost to an end, at least in terms of diving, but this is our third and final stop. We're on the northwest end of Apo Island right now, and our final dive is going to be in Largahan, which means departure area. There's actually a volcano down here. I don't think we're going to dive deep enough today to see any of the effects from it, but there's a champagne effect with bubbles that come up from the sand.
And the wetsuit was leaving a little rash on my neck, so this time I'm gonna do it without the wetsuit. Plus the water's 29 degrees today.
The third dive was another really good experience, although I have to say 3 dives I think is enough because we are worn out, ready to get back, get dried off, get cleaned up, but we're just gonna enjoy the ride back right now and I think just decompress, so to speak, and reflect on what an incredible experience this was and really how phenomenal Critter Republic is at doing what they do. I mean, to think that Colt got this many dives in and this was really just kind of a meet and greet experience for scuba for him. But they're so thorough and Justin is really a fantastic instructor. Things that we were doing down there where Colt was kind of going through different skills and like Justin just, you can tell that he's so experienced at this, not just as a scuba diver, but as an instructor. He knows exactly how to show Colt exactly the right things so that he's in the right mindset and so he develops the right skills. So we really hope to get Colt back here soon so that he can finish up with an official certification.
When my sister Reagan got scuba certified and was traveling with us a few years ago, she and my dad would dive almost every place we visited. Now I hope he and I can take over that tradition because I got the diving bug. And I really can't thank Justin and Judea enough for inviting us down here and being so generous with the entire experience. If you ever feel like learning how to dive, or if you're already certified and you just want to experience one of the world's top dive destinations, I would definitely recommend Critter Republic. Please check out my episode on my channel and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow our family along on all our upcoming adventures throughout the Philippines.
It's not choking you?
No, not at all.
When you get wet, it'll
Choke.
a little bit.
Choke. I thought it said 296 meters.
No, 2,916.
2,916 meters, but it's its logo. It says
I was
Mara's.
so confused. He was asking me what the numbers meant, and I was like, "What? 2,000 meters? I don't know what the." Oh, it's what? You're reading it backwards.
See you underwater. I can't walk though.
Hey, there's your friends.
Every time a motorcyclist comes by without a helmet, I'm gonna say, meow.
Yeah, buddy.